everyone, and welcome back. Today we are going to be playing some Jeskai Control. This actually did well in a standard league on MTGO, racking up a perfect score of 5-0, and I believe most of those matches were won pretty handedly, but we are going to be playing it in best of one in Mythic today, just to kind of see how it goes. And I will say this video is coming up. I'm recording this after the Apex Con. It is officially concluded with, I believe, Domain winning our standard 5K and Affinity winning our modern 5K. We had 105 people for standard and 116 for modern. And today, when this airs, the bans will be out. So I have no idea what's coming there, whether standard is going to change or not. This video is honestly not necessarily all that serious. I started opening up, as you'll see, empty now. I got a mystery booster box too, and I just started cracking packs throughout the games when I thought they were pretty much over. And I was just talking about what I opened, talk about a bit more in the outro. But the first three, I don't do any packs, and then the last couple I do. So, but what's our game plan here? Our main plan is to remove anything that lives with either torches, get lost, split ups, Day of Judgment, Ride's End, Sunfall, Lightning Helix. That's a lot of removal. And once we remove it, nothing's resolving with 3 steps ahead as a 4 of and no more lives as a 4 of, and everything to keep it all together. This entire deck to keep it together is 4 stock ups and 2 Bizas, along with kind of our win cons and a Jace the Perfected Mind in 3 rounds. There is a sideboard. The sideboard's not necessarily that bad. The temporary lockdowns find himself here, and Rest in Peace finds himself here for like the Omniscience combo decks and stuff. Other than that, it's kind of whatever. More Jaces for Domain and whatnot. But the lands obviously are a bit kind of diverse, with a Fountain Port kind of rounding out a potential win con, along with the Restless Anchorage being that, so that we have 4 lands that can technically win us the game, along with our Planeswalkers and maybe our Biza beatdown plan if that's what it comes to. But with all that said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the games. I hope kind of me opening packs at the end isn't like too concerning, but I just started doing it for some reason. I don't know. But with that said, let's go game. Well, bro, I'm Mythic. I forgot about that. I haven't played Magic in like 2 days. I forgot I was Mythic. All right, cool. I'll keep. We're just keeping a hold of this just because we're hoping to draw into something good. And we have a kind of the mana to player hand, even though Rao's probably not the best thing in the world, I guess. Kind of weird. Graveyard. Gonna be a tough one. I mean, I can always counter like, oh, this is Roots, Jund, or not Jund, Abzan Roots. Sure. As long as we have double blue here, we're fine. That's probably counter a Roots or Ivar or something. Not entirely sure what their list makes up, but definitely throwing a counter spell on that. Definitely don't want that floating around. Can cause a lot of problems. We could do Rao, make Otters, although this has Menace, so it's a little bit weird. I think I want to go with Biza, considering the mana situation makes sense, right? Because I can play this, make 2 1/1s, and kind of put a big body in front of a lot of the smaller things. Keep on top again, probably Tyvar number 2, maybe a Roots. Drawing weirder and weirder lands as we go here, but we'll play Bizo. We'll gain 4 life. We'll make 2 1/1s. We'll just say go. Didn't think my 4 land keep was going to be a flood. I haven't actually drawn any other card other than lands, which is obviously tough. Now we're going to lose our Biza. Actually, I have to cough. Sure. This is like fine-ish. A double attack means we'll double block. Warhound's such a good solid piece for them. There's just no way I'm leaving it in play if I don't have to. I get to leave 1/1 behind. I get to play a Rao. Honestly, I'm gonna draw 3 card and discard 2 at this point. I don't know. I don't even know if like keeping Rao around is really that possible at this point.
I thirst for information.
I really almost just drew all more lands than Out of car waste doesn't necessarily have to stay around here. play a surveil land, I'll turn on our verges and stuff, and we will lose route here, but that's okay, I think. Also have to attack Rao, I guess. Because then he buys our life total some points. At least 1, I guess, maybe 3. Goose, sure. Cauldron, sure. Can't answer, can't answer. Nothing in their graveyard's good. You can just give things counters, I guess. Depending how they attack here will depend kind of what we do. Obviously, if they double attack Rao, we just let Rao go. I'm not putting the Molt in their graveyard for free so they can turn every creature into a mana dork. That would just be bad. Okay. Fine. Go face. I'll keep the fish around. Sure. I think it's a tax mistake. My honest opinion, I think it's a mistake, but whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Rao, and now we're going to put a lot of loyalty on him. I could just go ahead and exile this now, but I might as well just wait, I think. Maybe pull them into a comfortable spot, maybe get rid of Scavenging Ooze instead. Ooze can obviously grow a lot larger. Get lost is an option, but not like a great option. I could just counter this. Countering this makes a lot of sense, right? I don't fill up their graveyard where they have a cauldron available. Let's counter here. Prowess comes up.
I have a
Not letting a lot happen if I don't have to. Now our Otter actually has good blocks. To an extent, Agatha's Soul Cauldron only puts a counter on something if they exile this, which then takes away kind of their later game value, like a Roots. Or they exile my Biza, I guess. That's fine. I forget I had a Biza in my graveyard because I'm playing Control. I'm like, what creature do I have? Sure. Fine by me. Should do it the other way, right? Exile target creature. It doesn't like matter, but it does, you know? It's like one of those weird things. Sure. Is there a creature in the graveyard? No. No. Here, here, and here. I guess so. So we actually want to exile Scavenging Ooze and block the spider, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Put a loyalty counter on Rao, and then we'll throw a block here. The thing about Scoos is if it goes under a cauldron later, they can always do it. This goes, you may gain 1 life. Each creature from your graveyard if you do exile. I don't know. That did something. It made a Magic the Gathering play, that's for sure. There's a Biza. Biza's pretty solid. I think I just want to go for a draw. Actually, maybe I just make an Otter here. Attack with my Anchorage. And hold up and get lost.
Otter to Otter? I need some help.
Oh no, our opponent's impatient now. Go ahead, buddy. Misplay with Scoos earlier was obviously small. The problem with it was just the fact that their misplay was they should have just plussed with the Scoos. They would have gained 1 life. Not that that really matters. That's why it was like a misplay. It wasn't really like didn't really matter. Sure. But no counter anywhere, which is fine with me. I don't even like want to use my Get Lost. I just don't think it matters. I just block here. Then now I get to... We're both empty-handed, nothing happens. So now I get to play a Biza. Biza triggers. Making some dudes. Activate here. We'll activate on a little guy. Torch the tower seems fine with me. I'll just draw 3 this time then to put that torch into my hand. We'll discard here and here. We're only ever going to do Jace if that leads to winning the game, because they are a graveyard deck, so there's no point in us barreling a Jace at them. And there's an Overlord. That's pretty good. Sure. Scoos is kind of the only good card outside the Molt. Put a Scoos in the hand. I don't know what they'll target here. Sure. Even better. We get to make some good blocks here if they're not careful. Be great. Nice. Oh, they do nothing. Here. Sacrifice this. Exiling this creature won't allow them to get the Soul Cauldron it, even though they have one in the graveyard now, so it's not necessarily as big of a deal. But it is what it is. Are you milling a card over? Are you making a mana? Who's to know? That's a pretty good one to mill over, I guess. Card good. I don't know. It feels fine. Feels like alright. What do I want to do here? Guess we could do that. Play full value Jace here.
A new world requires new strategies.
For the sake of
Minus
violence,
3-0.
I will kill.
Attack. Oh no, what would he have planned for us? Awesome. Destroy all untapped creatures.
Aha! A solution!
Plus. Go.
Together we can
Whittling
shift
this
the current.
game down the best way we know how. Now they only have a Scoos, and the game is over. Took a little bit to get back into playing. Again, haven't played for a couple of days. I haven't played for so long I forgot I was in Mythic. This is like my first game playing Mythic actually, but that's funny. Awesome. Opponent's first, double surveil. No More Lies going to be a little bit slow. Helix might be able to catch back up, stock up if we hit lands. Would be awesome. So, guess so. Oh no, not a Hopeless Nightmare. I would hate that. Oh, the rest take one of your 4 cards. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, dude. Surveil. Third stock up without a third land. Definitely can't keep that on top. Makes no sense. Okay. Rest is like fine. I don't really care. Surveil. Reveal nothing. Reveal a Get Lost because I don't want it on top, but reveal nothing. Creature, sure. Another Surveil land. I just put my Get Lost away. Nice. I think I'm gonna go for stock up here. Split up land, I guess. It's like weird because we're gonna probably try to buy time with our split up if we can. It will get value off this, which sucks, but we'll play this. We'll play a Biza. They'll kill Biza with like a go for the throat, and then they'll attack all out. We'll see what happens. Sure. Unholy Annex. Nice. They have more cards than me, but they also have more creatures. And less life. Awkward enough. It almost makes me want to just like play Jason plus on the Preacher, but This is an awkward spot. Do I hold Counterspell or do I play Jace? I'll play Jace, I guess.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the organic minds.
Card advantage, I'm already losing because this draws him a free card every single turn, so it's kind of whatever. Sure. They'll attack with Preacher to get value, but then this is also just untapped permanently. Oh man, this game is something else.
Be solved for.
But we can to do. I can helix this, but I can't split up this turn. Let's surveil first. Let's see what information we got coming. A mountain. That's pretty cool. Well, they definitely have more life than me now, but this puts me at equal with them, which makes this better again. Which isn't necessarily great. But they're just drawing so many cards anyway, so I'm going with Biza. Sure.
You can be made to obey.
Now we have Helix and Split Up. No, we don't. I only have 2 white. Tough. Tough days in the office. Maybe the Sanctuary will just like explode. I don't know. Maybe they'll draw a Deep Cavern bet. Our whole hand fall apart. The whole plan. Sure, that makes sense. Sunfall would be cool. Big Sunfall guy. Oh, shoot the sheriff. Basically the same thing. Just do this.
Surrender.
Probably gonna have to draw off my Jace here. Oh, Day of Judgment. That's pretty cool. Now I get to plus my Jace. Day of Judgment. Plus 0. Obviously, a fantastic draw couldn't probably drew anything better. But my opponent is just drawing a million cards, so that doesn't feel great, obviously. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I kind of just want this to stay alive. Like, I feel like it's honestly an out, but most of the time they'll always draw a removal spell for it, so you never really play towards that. I'm removing it anyway, so. Well, 3 lands, that's not necessarily the best. We'll cast a Split Up that they know about. Destroy all untapped creatures. And I'll sit here and struggle for the rest of the game. Have a good time. I'm having an okay time. What about you, team? You having a good time? We're controlling the meta, as the kids would say. We're crazy with it. I want to barrel this No More Lies on something, but I don't have a way. I'm a little bottlenecked on it currently. Got 4 white pips in my hand, and only at any point can 2 of them be cast, or 1, and it shuts the other 2 off. Obviously, I can Helix something and No More Lies something, but this isn't a 6-4 toughness matchup for Lightning Helix. Obviously, it's a bit in there for aggro. Okay, we finally make a play. I do think it's like weird, because I do think in this kind of, I always say elo just because of the games I've played, but like it's elo. Like people actually, you know, think about their plans and what they're doing a lot, and it's not necessarily like. You do get the timeouts for a reason, right? So it's a bit weird. And that kind of stuff comes around. I don't really have a choice. Do I want to split up this, or do I need to let it go? Like, Row's pretty annoying for them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to just split this up and let it go? I guess so, right? Blow that up. And then let's try to stick a Ral next turn. They obviously know about this. This is what they're worried about. I think a no more lines is also as devastating because they have 6 mana. They didn't play a land. We didn't mill 3 over. They technically had 7, but they got blown up. I don't know if they don't somehow hit a land at some point. They do have 35 cards though. So a couple of Jaces, it's pretty close. But obviously we have to keep drawing. I have 39. I don't know how I got to this point. Holy cards. We're going to run out of valuable resources soon. We're going to start hitting a pocket of lands. That's where we're going to really need Rao to come and play. More than anything at all. Rao's just so good. Now, another issue with this bottleneck that we just kind of talked about. Say they play a deep cavern bat here. I guess I can always use my 3 steps ahead, but I don't want to use my 3 steps ahead where I don't have to. There's a Preacher. Preacher's so good. Okay, my opponent just gives it up. All right, cool. All right, so this is an interesting hand where we do have like a lot of interaction. It's a tad slow, but we are on the play. So a card like Split Up does catch us back up, and No More Lines is fantastic. Play this land, most likely be able to interact. Just say go. A card like Mosswood Dread Knight is absolutely getting barreled if we're allowed to do it. They don't allow us. Now we have all these counter spells up. We will not use these if we do not have to. Just one of those games where they always play very important, very valuable cards every single turn, and we just can't allow anything like that to come between us and a win by just countering something small that we can answer in kind of a large quantity. You go for this. I stifled it. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. Yeah, we'll take that action. We have a few basics. We could get basic, like, shuffled out, right? Guess maybe I could have grabbed a mountain because we are a little light on it, but we don't play very many. We don't play very much red. Yeah, and I mean there's another field. Let's play this land. Doesn't allow us to have 2 counter spells up, but again we have Split Up or a Sunfall next turn to kind of get us back in if they're like creature. Haunt Woods. We'll exile that. They already tapped both their greens, so there's not like they can stick a Beanstalk in underneath us. Here we do have to play this so we can hold double counter spell, because I think that's honestly what they were going for. I think they wanted to play a card that they thought we had to counter, which Overlord is one of those cards I would agree with. Now there's a land I need to deal with, but not really going to get that from me, sir. You need to find a walker at some point. Kind of actually get value in this game, but till then we're stuck under the knife. Take a treasure. Alright, that's great. You're looking to draw, I guess? They miss a land, but don't you worry, we got lands. We'll take demo field stuff. Or treasures, sure. I thought they were gonna sack treasure to draw. Always weird to see like this, maybe, because temporary lockdown and things like that exist. It feels just like an awkward thing to give up. Well, even if I do get demo field out of the game, I do feel confident enough in my mana base right now that I'm fine. Card like Stock Up would obviously be huge, where we can get Planeswalkers down. They could have like Bitter Triumph or something like that we'd have to worry about. I think there's hands just a lot of removal. And there's a Rao, which is great. We'll play a Rao. Does leave our mana in a bit of a spot, but I'll make an honor. Just start to force them to use some of their cards.
Otter. I need some.
That's at all possible. How will we elect to make 1/1s? Honestly, by the way, they would have forced us to use like any of our cards if they would have just been making 1/1s this whole time. Counter. I think I want to counter draw, even though that technically leaves open 4 mana for something. What 4 mana would it be? Well, I guess our win conditioned Rao, we found it, so there's no real reason to freak out here, right?
I am confident this will work.
All 3 cards, you get an emblem with instant source spell, have Storm. Yeah. Might just be our way out. I love cards with Storm. Storm works on our opponent's cards too. Like to start my turn with a stock up.
I've calculated exactly what I need.
I'll take a 3 steps ahead. And honestly, we could grab a land, but I think spells matter the most here. Plus, move to combat and we'll attack. Now double counterspell does give our Ral the ability to ult, which is a draw 3, and then my spells have Storm. So even cards simply like No More Lines will be 2 copies. There's a Terra Sunder. Let's hard counterspell that. Like we said, we know our route. If we can ult, Ral here, obviously we're feeling incredibly good. Or like Terra Sunder is a big commitment. Have exactly 3 mana. They were planning for this all along, but they weren't ready for second or third 3 steps ahead. Maybe they are. I don't know. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. They're like, nope, Storm unbeatable. Who would have thought? Very cool. Very cool. Split up's good. We will keep. On the play once again is kind of the thing. Also, by the way, you're going to probably hear me doing it because sometimes playing Magic the Gathering Control can take a lot out of you. And I am going to be open Mystery Booster 2 packs along the way. Oh, Soul Ring! I got a Soul Ring in my Mystery 2 pack. Man, if that was foil though, anybody like Mystery Boosters? Now, hold on, let me rephrase that. Does anybody like the Future Sight thing that they did with mystery cards? Because I'm not like a big Mystery Booster person. The symbol, as a person who works at a card store in the corner, has definitely caused us to make some errors when it comes to listing cards. But overall, I think it's just been fine, you know? All right, they haven't done anything. They might play a haster or something. I don't... Dude, I'm cracking packs. You think I care?
I've already read your...
I'd like to plus on this.
You won't stop us. Our
Raul's going to barrel something here in a bit. I did get an Arcana Cruelty as a white border. Now those, I'm looking at you, Commander players, are disgusting. They're gross. If you're a white border gamer from the Mystery Booster, seek help. You need it. I'm just kidding. Some of them have been cool, but Beseech the Mirror and going to cast. My bad. I should have held up a counterspell. That's on me, dog. People just get in a mythic and they're like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care. That's sick, though. Let's surveil. Stock up's cool. Stock up, very cool. I can always, like, I'm just going to hold up double counterspell for this. I would like to just... going to barrel one of these.
surrender.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff is something I am afraid of. I could just play another Jason barrel it too. That's something I'm about. Am I about that? I mean, I guess I'll do this.
I'll take note of all your failures.
I'll draw 3 cards.
I know where to find
That seems
all
good.
the answers.
I have 3 steps ahead. That's insane. All right. I'm doing this while trying to open Mystery Booster 2 packs. This is making it so much harder. I'm sorry if this is ruining anybody's like immersion in content, but I'm trying to have a good time, you know. I'm also not opening it on screen, so what do the kids say? Something about like, I don't know, you have like Google Chrome, you have like Microsoft, whatever that is. The hip kids will know what I'm talking about. I didn't open anything that cool. Actually, I opened an Echo of Eons, which is pretty cool, but like, no. Used to mirror again, but they're tutoring a card. And honestly, I don't even know what card they'd be tutoring. Soul Guide Lantern. You want to exile your graveyard? The Soul Guide Lantern doesn't do that. It only does mine. If you haven't read it, sacrifice this artifact. Each opponent's graveyard gets exiled. That is not ours. We now need all the blue we can manage. So we need 4 blue for this. Let's do this again. Let's keep drawing 3 cards a turn.
No secret escapes
Awesome.
my grasp.
I would like to go to I'd like to go to discard. Split up is obviously a card. It doesn't matter. I don't even know which one they drew 2 cards. End turn. I would like to pass. Yes. I'd like to discard land. Actually, let's discard split up. Split up doesn't matter comparatively. You want to make me discard too? Oh, you're getting rid of Jace. Fair enough. They're at 19.
Retreat is the sense.
I do play another Jace. I do win the video game, which is awesome. Actually, no, I don't. My turn. So no matter how I do this, I cannot hold up a No More Lies. So I should play this. So I can play this next turn and do it, because they're still gonna do the discard mode, right? Discard that. Pass, I guess. Sure, you can draw a card. Just put Jace 1 step closer. I've learned that I can't do this pack thing, by the way. I'm just going to hold all the counter spells. Clearly, we don't want this handed to us. They need to have duress way to do it. Or a Beseech the Mirror to blow it up, which obviously they could have. Actually, 1, 2... Here's a third one in there. I will hard counter that, though. I know how that works. I'm not letting them stone brain my 3 steps ahead. No more lies. Nice. If you're gonna play pack, at least lose to your pack. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. That's only fair. That's only fair. Okie dokie, artichoke. We'll keep. Oh. Jeskai Convoke, maybe? They surveil. Another Ryzen is like okay, but I have like way too many board wipes and stuff that Ryzen feels like it's going to get a little bit taxed out here. But I could be wrong. Oh boy, that's a sneeze. I'll play this. We'll hold up a No More Lies. Maybe let them attack. I guess I don't have a split up. Maybe I shouldn't have let them attack too much. It could have like a counter spell. They go for the Spyglass Siren. That's fine. Mockingbird to copy the Bunnycorn. Typically, this has actually been a Swords deck, but Novice Inspector does make 2 permanents, so I feel as though just get lost in, or No More Lies in this, getting value off that makes a lot of sense. Play to my kind of Day of Judgment and my Sunfall. They don't even attack with the Bunnycorn. Sure, dude. I'll play this tap and I'll say go. We're gonna keep on balance. The mystery booster cards are so cool. It's a fun time over here. So this is one of the mistakes that we can make potentially. They don't really play a lot of haste creatures in blue-white. Like, they just don't exist outside that land that they can probably bring up next turn. So I'm weirdly going to take 5 and just Day of Judgment this board and give them no maps to play with. And have rides in and stuff for later. Obviously would love to Sunfall these because then I can make a token that blocks. But getting rid of all those now we get to keep like extra removal for other creatures. For example, like this. Can this hit that? It can when it's a creature. We'll take our 2. We'll call it a day. And if that's kind of all they got going for them, then we're probably going to run away with this game. I could play Advantage, but I could also play this and cast Stock Up. It seems good, which will grab another Stock Up, and I guess a Surveil land because the mana won't matter on the next coming turns, really. But yeah, I'm just opening. I feel kind of bad because I'm doing this while I'm recording, because it's like, dude, you can do it off cam. But if I open something crazy, I kind of want to tell people about it, you know? Like, we're all in this together, right? Smiley face. We will get lost this. I don't want them to draw a card, to be honest with you. And I don't really care about the maps all too much. They can't attack me with the land. So now we play Surveil land, and we kind of just hold. Bees is a pretty good card at kind of resetting this board. I do want to kind of stock up, but I know my top card I definitely want to put in my hand, so I don't necessarily feel like stock up has a ton of value. Steel Seraph, okay. No. A weird one. But I feel like they've been playing around that, but I'm gonna stock up again. I'm gonna find a Get Lost and take 3 steps, or to take stock up. Stock up's so good. It's so much card value. It's insane. I'm gonna take a 3 steps to just counter the thing if they're gonna keep trying to just cast spells instead of bringing up that land. Bring it up. I don't care about that. That card, real good if they just play it generically. Here, not that big of a deal. Water.
Fine.
Go ahead.
You get to be my protege today.
I wonder what I have. I'm going to open up another Mystery Booster 2-pack, though. I will tell you that much. We're just going to continue to remove every single thing we can. I opened a Mental Misstep in White Border and a Show and Tell. That's pretty awesome. I do think it's funny. I feel like some people obviously aren't going to like that I'm doing that, but it'll be okay. Combat.
Otter.
1. I could have attacked with this, but I don't know if it matters. I like holding up all my mana, and my opponent concedes. Okay, yep. All right, so here we are. We have officially opened all my Mystery Booster 2-packs. But no, I'm going to talk about the deck. The deck is honestly really fun, and it's definitely a great time. I just got done at the con weekend, and this is immediately after. I've been up since 9 o'clock in this morning. Or no. I've been up since 8 o'clock this morning. I got to the con at 9, and it is currently 11:38. And I just, after like the 12 hours of Magic, I kind of just wanted to play a little and kind of goof off and open some packs while I was doing it, because I did get a Mystery 2 booster box, which is awesome. And I'm just everyone's favorite. I got a KCI, which is cool. It's really dope. I did get one foil, which is a foil collected company, which is cool. I somehow flipped right to it of the Future Sight thing. Obviously, anybody that's open Mystery Booster to the Future Sight borders is kind of what we want. But with that said, this deck is sweet. I think this deck is actually kind of solid. And it felt pretty good to play. Obviously, I felt like in Mythic, I was running into some weird decks. It's the thing that actually happens in Mythic, where the last time I hit Mythic and this time, I feel like my win rate kind of goes through the roof, because people just, unless you're like ranked, people are just goofing off. They don't care. They play whatever they want. They play their B tier decks. Like, I play against way lower tier decks in Mythic than in Diamond trying to get into Mythic. Like, it's all super sweaty to get here. And obviously at the highest points, like, everybody's going to be playing competitive stuff. But overall, it's just kind of comes down to like how much people play when they get into Mythic, that it's like, well, I want to play something else. I just want to play anything else. I don't want to play this anymore. I just want to play whatever I can. And with that, it's great, you know? So we get to play some of these oddball decks that may not be perfect, especially for best of ones concerned. But fun enough in general that we obviously get to have a blast. I think a lot of this deck is just tidied up with stock up. A lot of it's very good. Bees is very good against aggro. Rise in a shocking card that is kind of like Leyline Binding, where it wasn't really looked at all until it was looked at by everything. And then 3 steps ahead, No More Lies being a full stack counterspell and a lot of removal knowing what's in our meta currently. As you can see, it's super stacked there. And using Jace as a double barrel mill win con with a Rouse awesome as well. So with that said, the lands are also a bit wacky. There's a lot of different lands. But honestly, for crafting, I always notice that I always seem to have one of every land. And I think that comes from the decks that Wizards gives you. You get kind of one of every land. So the lands actually might be super easy to craft in general, which is awesome. But other than that, I'm going to call it there. I hope you all enjoyed. I understand this wasn't maybe the most serious video I've ever released, but it's really like more for fun. And I believe the season sets, yeah, in 15 hours, the season resets. So like really it doesn't matter. I'm not going to make a push into the top 1500 or whatever it is. I think it's 16. I could be wrong. 16 feels weird. Like 1600 feels weird. But yeah, so with that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.